Hello, I'm Ann Keeler Evans. The priestess and peacemaker is in with a reading on the bright of the moon using the Major Arcana deck from my Peacemaker's Tarot for the 21st century. Each night, I draw one card asking us to think differently about furthering our journey on the peace path. The bright of the moon has arrived and it's time to dance in its beauty. Night 1, count your blessings. Night 2, celebrate the peace path and your work. Night 3, commit with new vision to the peace you pass. Following these 3 readings, I offer a consolidation reading reviewing the arc and combined possibilities of these 3 cards. How will you adjust your course for peacemaking with the moon from this reading?
Well, here we are, day 4 for the compilation. Another day, more icebergs. What a delight. I chose to stay in today and finish this up with you. It's a funny thing being disconnected. So I'm here in real time, but it won't be real time when you get it. And to look at the 4 things. Day 1, innocence. Day 2, possibilities. Day 3, discipline. So day 1, I think boat life is an interesting thing because, as they said to us, safety first. The safety first makes all of the decisions. Everything is determined by whether or not it's safe for us to do. You can't go out on seas that are unsafe. When we crossed the Drake, which is this horrible meeting of the seas, and it's very rough, and apparently it was rough enough. We had quite big swells, and we had quite a few people who got sick. But there were times that, like, when it told us about it, it said, well, it is possible that you will be invited to stay in your room for these 2 days of crossing. And then we've 2 days to go back at the end of this. And, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible, blah, 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 blah. Then we open the door to our rooms, and it's the beds, and as I've said, have I said this? And I'm traveling with my dear friend Faye, who is a friend from college, is someone with whom I've explored the meaning of life for as many years as we've known each other, from very different traditions, and so much deep respect for one another. And we're traveling together, and shout out to Wilson College. It made us the women we are today and taught us so much about friendship. But here's our cabin, and there are beds, and then there's a little slight hint of a separation. And then we look back toward the most incredible little sitting room with a huge window. And when Faye was leaving, she went out today and she said, just saw 2 humpbacks driving past the window. And this afternoon, I'm going to go upstairs and sit in the 7th floor and just see what I can see while I write about this incredible experience. But I wanted to go through it with us. Day 1 was innocence. To be safe, but in curiosity, always in curiosity, to allow the safety to anchor us and balance us in that curiosity. Day 2, possibilities. What are the possibilities? Living here in this peace, knowing that such peace exists. How do we perceive peace? And how do we realize it? Because there is peace everywhere we are. There is peace to be made. And I'm convinced that we spend way too much time looking at what's wrong and what we can do to fix that, when fixing that might not be possible right here. But we don't think about building up what is possible. What is peace? And on the third night, what's it going to take? It's going to take discipline. And we'd much rather rail, and we're really practiced at it. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Them. As opposed to, how do you and I, and you and I, and you and I. And today I sat at table with a young lawyer and a young student of what she's studying, telling me she's studying in history, the effects of the Chinese decisions about their Chinese Muslims during the Second World War. How is that going to translate over into what we're having conversations about? And the other young woman was a Chinese lawyer, and she's also studying astrology, Chinese as well as American, English, rest of the worldish. So, discipline. We need to be disciplined. And we say that and we think, meh. There's so much fun in that. And if we learn our steps and then we put those steps together and we start to dance, then we can dance with other people. And dancing is fun. So let us make this the month of preparation. Let us make this a very good month. We have work to do in this world. And I have borne witness to a peace beyond all our understanding. I love you. And I love knowing that we can make peace possible. Thank you. I'll talk to you in the new moon. We'll see if we get another 0 to start it out.
Find out more about me at annkeelerevans.org. Support me at patreon.com, annkeelerevans. Following the moon is a lovely way to measure and celebrate life's beauty and bounty. Please join me. Salam, shalom, peace, and blessed be.